Alright, hey y'all, so here is the agenda, right? We're gonna try to make this crochet puffer jacket. I know, sounds crazy. Let me move this food real quick. But I just want to show y'all real quick the progress so far and what I'm basing this project off of. So I have this puffer jacket that I really love. And I was like, that would be really cool to make a puffer jacket crochet edition. And I really want to line it too to add a little more with this furriness on the inside. But now I don't know, it might be too hot, but that can make it the perfect winter jacket at the same time. So let me show y'all. Here's all I have so far. But come on, tell me that does not look puffery. Like, I have the polyfill and everything, and I'm working on the sleeve right now. Come on. All right, hey y'all, so I filmed this video like so long ago. It's just been so much like school, just my college life and everything that I haven't really had a lot of time to crochet and edit and everything. But I am working my hardest to try to keep putting out content for y'all, especially since the semester is almost over. I have like 1 month left, literally. But I'm not gonna make any promises just because I don't know for sure, but I'm really gonna try. But I wanted to make sure that I uploaded this video just because I know the pattern for this jacket will probably take a pretty long time, especially because I have to work out like how to make different sizes and everything, because I do freehand my stuff most of the time, and this one is pretty hard to try to make into a pattern. Usually it's not that big of a struggle when I freehand things, and then people ask for a pattern later because it's something that's not like very difficult. But this one, it's a lot. So if I don't ever make the pattern, which I'm trying to make, at least this video can kind of give you an idea of what I did and how you can try to freehand it yourself. If I don't come through, I'm sorry if I don't come through. But yeah, let's go ahead and get right into this video from however long ago, like over a month, I think at this point. So I finished one sleeve. I did like the shaping and everything. So I made this like higher than right here. And then we have the little cuff. I'm so proud of it. I wish I could feel it. I'm sure y'all can see, like, it's got some thickness to it. So I'm working on an identical sleeve right now. Definitely won't finish out today. Hoping I can finish it early, well, not early tomorrow because I have class, unfortunately. But after class tomorrow, hopefully I can be done with the second sleeve and start on the back panel. I'll do the back panel first and then the front panels after that. Yeah, just look at it, it's so cool. All right, y'all, so we secured the bag. I just got an extra roll of this because I'm running out and I know I'll probably need more. Hopefully I don't need another one, because if I do, it'll be barely anything from that roll. But then I got this paracord, or just cord. Yeah, it's parachute cord, basically the same thing. And then I got this sport zipper because this is how my puffer jacket is that I have, that I'm basing this one off of. And then I have these cord stoppers, you know, just for the detail. And yeah, so this is everything we picked up. Now we're gonna get back to work. I might cook dinner first. It depends on if my chicken is thawed out. But if it's not, I'll work first until my chicken is thawed out, cook. There's also a cookie decorating thing at my apartment right now for Halloween, so I'm probably gonna stop working and do that too. And then get back to work for the rest of the night because I don't have anything to do. I don't have school tomorrow, so I don't have any assignments. I don't have to wake up at a certain time, so we're gonna get a lot done today. So for my sleeves, I'm starting with a chain of 50, and then in my second loop from my hook, I want to make a extended half double crochet, and then I'm just going to make extended half double crochets for this whole entire row. And if you don't know what an extended half double crochet is, this is what I used to think a half double crochet was. So basically, you yarn over, you go into the loop, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through one, and then you yarn over and pull through the last two. So I just do that for this whole row. And then once I reach the end, I'm going to place 3 in this last loop. And then I'll show y'all like how I turn the work, and then I just start working in rounds, etc., etc. All right, so now I completed this row of extended half double crochets. And now, like I mentioned before, in this last stitch, I'm going to place 2 more. So I'll have a total of 3 extended half double crochets. And as you can see, this kind of like flips our work to this way. So now in all of these like 1 loops, I'm going to place in extended half double crochet. So, and I'm also going to crochet over this tail just so I don't have to weave that in later. So now just go into these single loops and make extended half double crochets until we reach the beginning of the row once again. So I'll show y'all what it looks like so far. So it's looking like this. And we're just going to continue placing an extended half double crochet for this entire row. So now we made it to the end of our second row, kinda not. But we're going to do the same as we did here, where we did 3 stitches in 1. So right here at the end, I'm going to place 3 stitches just so we can make it even. So 1, 2, and 3. And then I'm just going to slip stitch into the top of my first stitch right here. And then I chain up 1, and at this point I grab a stitch marker and I mark it. I keep losing my stitch markers. Oh no, because I lost one last night. Okay, I found this one. Found this one, good. Now I'm just going to mark my first stitch, just because from now on we're going to be working in rounds and it may be hard to know what your first stitch was. So now you see these loops around here. This is where I'll be working my extended half double crochets from now on. So now I'm just going to place 1 extended half double crochet in every row, and it should make a ridge on the inside. We're going to keep going in rounds instead of flipping our work, so all of the ridges from your stitches should be on the inside. I'll show y'all what that looks like later. But yeah, you just continue to place extended half double crochets in every single stitch around. So you should be working in circles now, slip stitching at the end, marking your first stitch every time you start a new row. And for me, I'm going to do this for 13 rows. So I'm going to do 13 rounds around this little base, and that's how I make my main part of my sleeves. This one I did some decreases. Well, I didn't do decreases, I did single crochets to make right here shorter than here, just for the shaping of the sleeve. This one is just normal rounds. This one will also be normal rounds, and so will this third panel. I just made it smaller so it can, well, this third panel, I just made it smaller so that the sleeves can get smaller as it gets closer to my wrist, if that makes sense. So I believe I started with a chain 46 for this panel. These two are chain 50s. This one was chain 52. So yeah, and this one was chain like 36. So yeah, that's just what I'm gonna do. I'm going to duplicate this for another sleeve, and I'll meet y'all when I am going to show y'all what the ridges look like. So notice how it is starting to curve up a little bit. Right here is flat, but the edges are curving up. Eventually the whole thing will be curved up until you get a pocket. And then as you can see here, these are the ridges I was talking about. So you want to make sure these are on the inside. This is the outside, which should be smooth, no ridges. So basically what I'm doing is I'm crocheting these little pockets, and then I grab my polyfill. And I don't stuff it too much just because this is a wearable. Maybe if it was a blanket, I would stuff it a little more. But I grab about this much, separate it, and put it on the inside of the pocket. And then I sew it closed. So that is just what I'm about to do now. And I'll show y'all what it looks like once I have it nicely placed in here. So this is about how much I'm stuffing the inside. Like I said, it's nothing too crazy. You know, I'm just going to sew it closed and then attach it to this top piece because I'm making an identical sleeve to this one. So I already did that one. This is the one I'm stuffing now. Then I have 2 more to go and this mini one right here. So yeah, right now I'm just recreating the sleeve and watching Naruto. But yeah. So now I'm in the process of trying to make a pocket. I've never made a pocket like this before, so this is an experiment. So I'm going around like I usually do, but I'm going to stop here, chain up 1, and start going the opposite way, then stop here, chain up 1, and then just keep going around like that. And hopefully that works out, and then I'll just like sew the edges closed like around here once I reach up here, because this still has to be puffy too. We'll see how this works out. Hopefully I can pull this off because I really want to include the pocket too. I feel like that's an important detail to try to preserve in this crochet puffer jacket. So yeah. So I did not think this through. I started going back and this looks fine, yeah. But then when you turn it over, now I'm 2 above this row. So I guess I can finish just going up here until I reach this height, and then I can attach my yarn here, go around until I reach the same height, and then also just sew this part together too. I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna have to do. So I'll just have to do this for 1 or 2 more rows, and then I'll tie off right there, and then repeat 3 rows on the parts that I didn't go around yet, if that makes sense. I'll show y'all if I am successful. So now I'm attaching my yarn to right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 chains will be in between, well, 4 stitches will be in between that. And I'm just going to go around 3 times, and then I'm going to sew these closed. Then I took a break and decorated for Halloween with my roommate. And here's how it turned out. All right, so we're finally back. I think my plan is to make little strips, put them on the inside so that these can be 2 separate pockets, if y'all know what I mean. I was just going to sew this down, but I was like, that's not gonna work because this has to be open. So yeah, I'm just going to make like a inch thing, strip, and put it in here. And hopefully that'll work out. Okay, so I made these little ridges, and now I just have to figure out how to sew it to the opposite side, even though like everything is already enclosed. But I will figure this out, but it is looking promising so far. So in conclusion, I don't think there'll be functioning pockets, but I can at least make it look like a pocket, just because I don't know how I can stuff this section but also make it so my hand can actually go all the way through it, you know? Maybe I can do that more up here, try a different method, but at least for this section of the panel, it's just not gonna actually open it, which I don't think matters that much as of right now. So maybe I can try to make it actually open right here, but yeah. So now I have these 2 sections done. Now I have to work on these middle parts. So I think I'm actually gonna stop working in the round and do 1 solid panel like this, and then make the top panel with this hole in it, and then just sew that together afterwards. I think that's the easiest way I can approach this part. So yeah, that's the plan. Alright, so now I just finished making little cutout panels. So I have the solid one down here, the cutout one up here, and now I'm just going to make an identical one first. I already have an identical solid one, but I also have to make another cutout one, just so I can already have both of those done. But come on now, it's looking like a pocket. It's not gonna actually function as of right now, but at least it'll have that look. And then I just have to make this flap to go over it once I sew them together. But I'm actually so excited because that was the hardest part, and now the rest of this is gonna be a breeze. So now I attach this to here. This is a little big, but I think whenever we make this flap, we can make it work. So now I'm going to just make this flap. So I'm going to connect my yarn right here. I was just going to make a strip like this, but then it will make the stitches in different directions. And here it's all in one direction. So I'm just going to be doing rows like that, but make it a little smaller than the actual hole, just so it actually has a little something to peek out, make it look like a real pocket. And yeah. So here's our stopping point for the night. We have our pockets done. The front panels are mainly done. I still have to do the top, those tiny top panels though. But the main portions are complete, and I'm gonna show y'all what it looks like together so far. So here's what it's looking like so far, and it looks so good. I'm so excited. So just kidding. I went ahead and finished the whole entire front panel just so I can have a good stopping point. So that means tomorrow, which is technically later today, I just have to do the back panel and the collar, and then all of my pieces will be done. All right, good morning, y'all. So I made the executive decision to not have the furry lining because I think the crochet puffer alone will be really hot. So I'm going to try to line it with fabric similar to this, or like something silky, something along that nature instead. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how many yards I need. I'll probably figure that out in the store. That's why I'm wearing this jacket, and that's why this fit is looking how it is looking. But I'm gonna go ahead and measure the zipper because the zipper I got was too short, and since I'm going to the store anyways, I need to make sure I know how long to actually get it, because I'm trying to make it as close to this jacket as possible because I just love everything about it, you know? And I didn't want to have to shorten this part because I like how big it is. So it's looking like 22 inches is how long of a zipper I need. I think I got 18, so 4 inches would be a big difference. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a new zipper. More yarn, the main color because I'm running out. Return the fluffy yarn because that was a lot of money and I bought 3 rolls. And then I'm gonna look at the cord again because now that I'm wearing this jacket, I know what stopper to get and what size cord, because the cord I got is a little bigger, but if they don't have a smaller one, I'll just keep it. And if they don't have this type of stopper, I'll just keep the one I already got too. But that is the agenda, and let's go ahead and run to Joann's real quick. So quick little Joann haul for the last time in this video. We got a $5 bill. Got some thread for this lining because I'm not sure if I had this color already. Got more yarn. Got a 22-inch zipper. Got some lining fabric, which shout out to you, Sasha, if you ever see this video. Thank you for helping me figure out how much I need. I ended up keeping the paracord that I got because the paracord stopper was too big if I wanted to get a smaller cord. And I don't really know how paracords work, so I was like, I don't know if a small one can work in big holes. So I just kept this one. It'll just be a little chunkier. But it is crochet, so the jacket overall will be a little bit chunkier anyways. But let's go ahead, make it back home so we can hopefully finish this today. I really have a lot of faith in finishing this piece today, and I do have schoolwork I have to do before tomorrow night and Monday, so I really hope I finish it today. Alright, so I finally finished crocheting all of the pieces. I didn't show much because it's literally just making a bunch of tubes like I've done before. But now I think I'm going to go ahead and cut out the fabric for the lining before I sew the pieces together. I think that might be the best way to do it, especially if I do end up lining the sleeves. So, yeah. So instead of sewing the lining first, I decided to go ahead and sew these on first and then do the lining after. I think it'll be cleaner that way, but I don't know. I'm not a sewer, so we'll see. So I finished sewing all the pieces together. I'm currently doing a little border with a half double crochet stitch. So I'm just gonna finish doing that really quickly. So now I am just getting the paracord thing ready. This was actually easier than I thought. You just put both ends into the little holes. Well, you press it down and put them in the holes, and then it stays. And then you like push the button down when you want to slip this thing up or down. So it's pretty fire actually. So this isn't meant to like function properly. So I'm just going to tie these two ends together, probably like right here. Yeah, like right here, so it can dangle down. Here's me cooking some sunny side up eggs for breakfast the next morning. Good morning, guys. I'm in the process of sewing the zipper on. It's not the cleanest, but I'm not a sewer, keep that in mind. At least it'll be on there though. And here's what the little drawstrings look like though. Not drawstrings, paracord, but it looks pretty good. Like, come on, this is basically what the finished product is gonna look like. I'm thinking about not lining it just for time's sake, but we'll see, we'll see. So now that I finished the zipper, I'm gonna go ahead and weave these ends in just in case I don't line it, which I'm leaning towards not lining it right now, but don't mind the Christmas pants, but yeah. All right, only thing I don't really like is this thing just does not want to stay down, but here's the finished product. I'm about to go take some pictures at the top of the parking garage, but it's so cute. I'm obsessed. Also update, I forgot to mention I never lined it, and since all this time has passed, I don't think I'm gonna line it at this point. But I think it doesn't really need the lining. That's just for some extra detail. And just overall, my thoughts with this project is it looks good. Like, it did turn out pretty good. It's just not exactly what I wanted it to be like, especially not having the functioning pockets. But I am very happy with how it looks, how it turned out. It just could have been better, you know? Thank y'all for showing all of y'all's love on Instagram too. It really meant a lot to me, and just to see how much y'all liked it. I didn't have enough time at the moment to reply to all of the comments. So I just know that I did see them. I am grateful for all of y'all who did comment and who always comment and share nice messages to me, because it does make me feel even prouder about what I did, even though it's not exactly how I wanted it to turn out. But I'm gonna let y'all go now because I'm just gonna be rambling because I haven't made a video in so long. But bye guys, happy crocheting. Tell me if y'all tried a freehand one yourself, and yeah, peace.